Hey guys, Alice from Arms, Armor, and Awesome or AAA Cosplay here with the last video to my body painting for cosplay or costumes series. This one's real quick. I just wanted to talk about lighter colors. It's easy enough to do dark colors, and honestly it's just as easy to do light colors as well. Really, I find the best ways to do is to get two colors if you want to do something really light. This one has some purple in it, so ignore it, but this is actually white. This is Kryolan aqua color in white, or actually it's 070, but it's white. And then another color, so you want to make a light purple. You can just get your purple and then mix it with the white with your paintbrush. Now if you find that your mix is going to be half and half, you can actually, and this is really messy so I apologize, but it's been used several times. See that line there? That's actually where we cut, or we pried out the two different colors, because we had two of these. We cut it in half and then we put them back in there so that we could equally mix the colors together. So you could do that with a white and then another color, or you could do it just spraying the white, getting the gray or the blue or the red or whatever and putting in there. So I'll do it with a gray and a purple, I suppose, and show you the differences with each. So I'll have the lid off on all these. I have my water here. By the way, it's always good to mark it, because especially if several, because I have alcohol as well. For the water, or for the alcohol activated water. I'm going to spray 2 in each. I'm going to take a paintbrush. I'm just doing this on my arm, so I'm going to just do a quick one, or a small one. Mix it like we normally would. There's a paintbrush here. And then do the same to the gray. I'm doing gray now. And then go back to the white. So take a little bit of the gray that's in there and go back there, and then just swirl it around. Kind of scrape off, because sometimes a little bit gets in there, and then paint it. And say you want it a little bit more light, just don't put any more gray in there. Spray it with water again and just mix it up some more. You can make it as light as you like. Look how opaque that is too. I love brushes. So I'm going to wash this out. I'm going to just wash off the top part of this so that it's white again, and come back for the purple part. So I just washed this off real quick. I took a cloth and I washed off the top part of this, and now let's just show you with purple. So the same thing, I'm going to spray both with 2 spritzes, and I'm going to make a super light color. Lavender, so I'm only taking a tiny bit of the purple and taking it over to the white, so that it has just the slightest tint of lavender. It's showing up as white on camera, but this is definitely a little bit purple in person, so I'm just mixing a little bit more. So you can see. And that's really it. You just play around with it until you get a shade that you like. And then you work with it as is. That's basically just how I work. And just the same with the other stuff, you make sure to spray it with the setting spray, you set it with powder, and you always do the contouring. I think that's the most important thing, especially when you're going with a super light makeup, is to make sure to contour, and don't be afraid to take it darker than you think it might need to be. Do test. I cannot stress that enough. Do test. I mean, this guy, you can tell he's almost empty. I only had one of him, and I've done so many, at least 10 face and hand and body, face, hand, chest, arm paints with just this guy, and he's still got plenty. So do not be afraid to test. You're going to just be so much less stressed on the day of, and you're just going to be so much happier with yourself. So basically, if you need a super light color, just mix and mix and mix, but also make sure to photograph it, because as I said, you can tell that this is a little purple in person, but it looks white here. This looks lavender in my camera, but it's definitely a darker purple. So just make sure to photograph it. If you know somebody with a nice camera, with a DSLR, or if you have one, go ahead and take photos with that as well as your iPhone, because remember, people are taking photos with lots of different types of cameras at a convention. So that's it. That's it for this series. And I guess if you guys have any other questions, you can message me on Facebook at facebook.com/cosplay, or comment here. So thanks for watching.